Hello, this is Angela with Aging is Not for Sissies. And if you had not had a chance to look at my welcome video, just a little bit about me. I'm the owner of Aging is Not for Sissies, and I am a certified fitness and wellness teacher, instructor, a Silver Sneakers instructor, Silver Sneakers Flex, personal trainer, Ageless Grace, yoga, studying to be integrated positional therapist with Lee Albert. And so these are a couple of his books, and he is my mentor. And what we're going to do today is we're going to discuss 5 daily stretches, things that we need to do every single day. With some of us deal with low back pain, neck and shoulder pain, some pain and discomfort, especially as we get older. We have these tendencies. We are a society that does a lot of sitting. And so when we're doing a lot of sitting, these front muscles get really tight, as well as even the back muscles get tight. So I'm going to show you 5 different stretches that you're going to be able to do, and hope that you enjoy these. So let's get started. One of the first ones that we do are the number 5 daily stretches is we need to stretch our pecs. We need to stretch our chest. So if you're sitting in a chair, you may notice that I have my chair sitting on a yoga mat, so I know that it's not going to slide. It's a sturdier chair. It would be better if you had one that was not a folding chair and doesn't have any arms on it, if you can do that at home. But this one will do just fine for now. But we're going to sit toward the very front of our chair and reach back. If you're not able to reach all the way back, then you can grab down here to the side. But you're going to reach back and you're stretching, and you can reach up and lift the chin up so that you can feel the stretch. And just breathe. This is a great stretch to do. You can relax the shoulders afterwards, but this is a great stretch we need to do every single day. Another great idea is if you are standing in a doorway, and you're able to put your hands on the door frame so that you can reach back. There's some great yoga stretches that you're able to bring it back as well and stretch those front chest and pec muscles. The second set of muscles that we need to stretch is the psoas muscles. And the psoas muscle is P-S-O-A-S. It lies deep in our abdominal wall. And these have a tendency to get tight as well because we do a lot of sitting. So we need to be able to stretch these muscles. The third one as well is the quadricep, the thigh muscles. And some of the stretches that we do, the psoas and the quadricep muscle stretches together work well. So I'm going to show you one that we're doing seated. So I'm going to turn to my right. And you can even use, if this is difficult for you to do, you can even use a block to be able to put your foot, so your right foot up, to be able to make sure it's at 90 degrees. But you can see that I've got my left leg here, my right leg actually, your left, to where it's stretching the quadriceps. I'm going to put my hand on my low back. I'm still holding onto the chair, but I'm reaching, arching back gently. It doesn't have to be a big stretch, but it's stretching the psoas muscles as well as it can stretch a little bit of the quadricep muscles. Another great one is if you straighten up a little bit and you reach up and stretch, you can gently reach forward and row back. This stretches the chest as well as the psoas and a little bit of the quadriceps as well. So also while we're in this position, another way that we can stretch our quadriceps is we can leave it just like that, grab the pants leg, or grab the foot. And if you say, Angela, I just can't grab that foot, then there's another way that I can show you. If you've got a belt, I've got a yoga strap here that works just fine. And I'm going to put it around my foot, and then I'm able to bring it back to where it is comfortable for me. I'm trying to maintain a straight posture so I can stretch my quadriceps, my thigh muscles. So that's different versions of how to stretch your quadriceps. There's another way to be able to do this, and I'm going to do this standing. I'll make sure everything's cleared out of the way so we don't fall. But I'm going to bring up your right leg onto the chair. You still have an opportunity to be able to hold on. The leg that you're standing on can be directly up underneath you, or you can bring it back a little bit further. But it's up to you. You do what's right for you. If you can't get your leg up into a chair, then you can use a block if that's as far as that you can go. And you can put the block up underneath the chair and still hold on to the chair. But same type thing as if you're seated, you're going to bring that hand around and gently, this is like the Captain Morgan's pose. We're going to lunge forward just a little bit, arching back, looking up at the ceiling, and breathe. Don't hold your breath on any of these stretches. This is another great way to be able to stretch the psoas muscles and arch that back so it slackens the back muscles too. Okay, so we stretched the chest, the pec muscles. We stretched the psoas and the quadriceps. And then the next one we're going to do is the IT band, which is your outer thigh. And sometimes if you have low back pain, it can be because your IT band is really tight. And also, if you're laying in bed and you notice that the feet fall out to the side, that means that IT band is really tight, so we need to stretch it. So you have options again with the block if you need to, or without. I have shorter legs, so I'm using the block. I'm going to take my left leg and I'm going to cross it over where it's comfortable for me. If you can't cross it here, you're going to even be able to cross at your ankle. But if you cross up here, grab below the knee so we're not right on the joint and bring it more toward midline, then you're stretching this whole outer thigh here, especially if you do a lot of sitting. But also notice your posture. Are you sitting up straight? And just hold that stretch. If you can hold some of these stretches for 1 to 2 minutes, then that is the goal. It has a chance for the muscles to stretch and then the fascia to start to stretch, and then by 2 minutes to be able to start resetting the muscle. But remember, you're not supposed to be feeling any kind of pain with this. It needs to be such that you feel a stretch but no pain. And definitely you have to do that on either side, whether it is the quadriceps or it's this IT band, outer thigh stretch. You have to do it on both sides. Don't want to be lopsided. That's part of our problem anyway, so a lot of times we have one hip higher than the other. And normally you would hold that for 1 to 2 minutes. Okay, so the next one that we get to do is the calf stretch. And usually the basic calf stretch, I'm getting behind my chair. And it's basically a runner stretch. And you can do different variations of this. You can lift up that heel and then press down. You can be standing at a kitchen counter, bathroom counter. You can do this each day if this is part of your daily stretching routine. You can be brushing your teeth whenever you are doing this particular stretch. And then just change. Remember, holding it for 1 to 2 minutes. Those calf muscles don't get stretched as much as they should. You lift up the back heel, press it down. Okay, so far we've got one. We got the chest, the psoas, the quadricep, the IT, and then the calf muscles. So if you think of the little song, head and shoulders, knees and toes, well, you've got chest and psoas, quads and outer thighs, chest And so as quads and outer thighs and calves, don't forget that. And then we get to strengthen our back. So we got to strengthen the back side, because usually it's such that, you know, this back here is not as strong as we want it to be. So you're going to tilt the pelvis forward, tighten the tush, roll, bring the shoulders back and the shoulder blades down, and just take your breath in, breathe in. Exhale, relax. Again, you're going to do it again. You're going to tilt the pelvis forward, tighten the tush, bring the shoulder blades back, back and down. Take your breath in. And relax. Let's do it again. Tilt, tighten the tush, shoulders back, shoulder blades down, strengthening, and you're not doing it so much that you're hurting yourself. You're just doing a strengthening of those muscles back there. Take your breath in and release. So those are your 5 daily stretches. Stretch the chest, the psoas, the quadriceps, the outer thighs, those IT bands, your calves, as well as strengthening the back, because we don't do that as much as we should. So I've had people over the years, I've worked with older adults for over the past 24 years, and they've asked me, Angela, when are you going to make a VHS? Now it's, you know, and then a DVD, and now it's online. So finally, through a pandemic, I'm finally being able to start adding some things and being able to do the stretches. So I hope that you'll join me. I'll be adding more classes, seated yoga classes, as well as seated, standing, and floor classes, some dance fitness, as well as some silver sneaker-like functional fitness classes, and as well as a seated brain and body called Ageless Grace. So all those classes are going to be on my website and my YouTube. Some of them are going to be Facebook Live, as well as Instagram. So I hope you'll join me, and make sure you stay healthy and happy and take care of yourself. Namaste.